When I was growing up, many, many moons ago, TV was broadcast from about 4 p.m. in the afternoon and it closed down before midnight. They would play the national anthem at both the opening and the closing. And each day you'd wait for your weekly episode of Fat Albert, the $6 Million Man, Cat Weasel, Knight Rider, Good Times, The Jeffersons, Misfits of Science, or the Mkanuta family. That sequential and linear approach to watching TV has been totally upended by streaming. Today's series on Netflix are released all at once because there's no limit on broadcasting time. And binge watching on demand has become the order of the day. So while subscribers are watching, the streaming companies are hoovering up details of their viewing patterns, and they're applying these sophisticated algorithms and artificial intelligence to begin to intimately know the viewing preferences, the times, the habits of each subscriber and member on their platform intimately. What streaming and data have enabled is a much more intimate connection between the subscriber and the host streaming company. They get to know each user extremely well. And the more the subscriber accesses their content, the better they get to know them and the better they can make appropriate recommendations. Contrast that with legacy movie or linear TV offerings. They collected very basic data on viewers, if any at all, and most of it wasn't individualized. Now, this puts the streaming service providers in a much better position to the end consumer than the content creators. Customers are being lured into streaming in part because they are less willing to pay premium prices for a big bundle of paid TV channels, many of which they don't watch. Streaming services encourage them to engage in what we call cord cutting, terminating the services of the paid TV guys. But even the streaming companies aren't safe. It's so easy for customers to switch from one streaming service to another. So they're going to be winners and they're going to be losers, even between the streaming companies. Currently, consumers are being overwhelmed by the volume of content that's available to them. They're tired of having to search for shows on various platforms. So potential winners may also come out through firms that can aggregate the various platforms or the various streaming services into bundles. And watch out for technology giants like Amazon and Apple. These companies are using video and entertainment as a way to retain their customers in their larger ecosystems. And they've got deep, deep pockets for content development. What we're also seeing is the weakening of the link between entertainment and news, with each of these increasingly standing independently. Ultimately, for Netflix and all the streaming players, there are three ways they'll be able to generate sufficient returns. They'll have to increase their subscriber base, they may have to increase their prices, or they might have to decrease their costs. And here, with the specific emphasis on their content creation and their content licensing costs.